you. We know you, Spence. You don't need to be yelling at us like this. He done made this announcement, so all eyes are about to be on him even more so now. So to sit here and have this stuff on him, but he ain't getting the ball ain't on him. Yeah, I said no, something is really wrong, because the fact that all them unread messages from him is up there. Jordan. I don't know why his name in her phone is still Jordan. Like some term of endearment. We need to switch that up because it just says Jordan. Fix that, please. And to sit here and just automatically try to compare it to your sister, saying how the formula is forever changing. How do you know the formula? What?
Dirty South. Ain't got really feel me. Feel us. East Coast, feel me. Feel us. West Coast, feel me. Say what?
What's up, y'all? It's Kaya. I'm back to go over this week's episode of All American Season 6, Episode 3. Business is business. Look, I was... a commercial every 5 minutes. People, I was like, y'all gotta come on. I kid you not, every 5 minutes, it was just like, oh, stop in the middle of what you're saying real quick. We gotta go show these commercials. We'll be right back. No, just keep it here. Keep it here. Let me just finish a whole scene before you sit here and take me out of it. And then, y'all won't even believe this. You won't even, I missed like a good, 4 minutes here in New York because we had a commercial break where it wasn't supposed to be one, y'all. It was a breaking news. I don't even know what happened. I mean, I kind of do because Liv Girl came back and she circled back around to what she was talking about that made her run out of there like that. But I would love to have heard what she said in that moment. So if you got to see it, please leave it down below. What she said, how she said it, what the looks were on their faces immediately after from Denise and Mama Grace. I could just know and feel like I was there because I wasn't. So we're gonna see what my thoughts were from what I took away from this week's episode, y'all. Let's go. Who do we go with first? Asher. Jamie was gone, and not me realizing after the episode done aired, I said, hold up, we've never seen Patience not one time. They're probably like, all right, she going through the stuff with Ryan over here. She over here with Ryan trying to work on herself and build up her strength and, you know, her mental state to deal with the whole Miko stuff and just herself in general, because she just has a lot more work to do personally before she's fully back to, honestly, she wasn't even fully there to the old Patience before the Miko situation. She was slowly drifting away, but before she's back to a place where she could take control of her life and feel confident doing that. So we didn't get Patience this week. There was no Jamie this week because Jamie is just settling in with baby AJ over here. We got Asher, who he ain't even have, y'all, not me forgetting that this man had a whole heart problem. He still got it. Apparently, he was up in the doctor. Honestly, they probably forgot too. And it was like, oh, wait, he's supposed to have a condition. Let's bring him back. I have not heard of this thing in so long. I thought this man was healed up. He goes to the doctor. Everything is looking good with the heart that they done threw back on us. And then he has a situation with, also, my man, he ain't about to be no coach for long because school kind of goes hand in hand with that. And with the way he getting these extensions and things on classes and assignments and stuff and trying to be man of the house over here, school about to be falling back for him. And they go, take away that coaching from him because, sir, you can't keep this and lose that. No Ash. Then he goes back to school, finds out that they're basically down to QB, and it's on him to figure out what they about to do next. It was at this moment, y'all, when he went to go talk to Jor about what GAU did in a similar situation. I said, no, he not. This is where it's going. And I don't know if it's because Wade's name has been coming up. I don't even know if it's been coming up in the show because right now my personal life and the show is starting to blend together with the conversation. So who said what? Because this man, both the character and the man himself who plays him, the name has been coming up recently in conversation. It was already on my radar. When he goes to talk to Jordan, it circles back around to him talking to Jabari at the end about Wade coming back, and we see Wade walk up. It's him trying to look innocent for me. It's the way he's sitting here looking like he's a changed man. I do not believe this whatsoever. And I know this is not going to be looking good for Ash. But you know what the thing about Ash I realize is, not to say that he don't care about his friends and stuff, but he's going to put his career and what's best for him first. And you know why? Because it's not even like he was like, okay, well, I have this crazy idea to Jor. He ain't even say all that. He just took what Jor said and was like, I was like, he about to just go do it. He just gonna go do it. And he went and did it. So the fact now that you know everything that done happened with this man and your friends in the past, so to bring him on board and be like, it's strictly business, basically, and we're just gonna leave it at that. I don't have to agree with him as a person. I don't have to be okay with what he did, but because of the player that he is and where my team is at right now, what we need, I'm bringing him on board because we struggling right now. Asher don't care. Asher just like, alright, that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll just deal with the consequences later of it. And I tell you this is about to be a whole thing, at least I hope it is, because ain't no way y'all gonna sit here and let this man come back and then have everybody just be okay with it, knowing that Ash is the reason that he's back. Can't be. Liv Girl, she has her first interview coming up about the book, and you know what I love is that, what is this, episode 3? Were they together last episode? No, they were not. But first episode back, they were. But Olivia and Layla, and now starting to see more of that friendship dynamic between them and them just having these conversations with one another by themselves. We start to get more one-on-one combos and not just with the couples. Like I love the couples. I do. But it's great now seeing her and Layla just building on this friendship, especially because since Liv Girl's been back, most of her time has been spent either by herself working on her book or with groups of people at a time, or she's mostly solely with Spence. It's great to see her have some one-on-one time with someone else in the friend group and just building on that. And I love that it's Layla, y'all, so we could just have two of the girls, because I was saying about Jamie, how Jamie needs to slowly get back into the friend group because she's stressing out over here just being with Asher, being with the baby most of the time. She need other people. But with Liv Girl, it's great to see her and Spence working on their relationship and that moving forward in a positive direction. But at the same time, I think it's also great for her to be balancing out those friendships that she has with everyone else. Although right now, it just mostly seems to be Layla Girl that she's turning to, which is great for me. I love to see it, y'all. I don't want it to just be Layla that she's, you know, having these one-on-one moments with, but I love that it's Layla that she's coming to when she's stressing about something or when she's considering about something or something like serious is on her mind. But she can go with everybody else, like hooping on when she want to do something fun, you know, like just chill. I love seeing her and Layla getting back to being friends, because that BFF that they put in, what was it, 6'5" synopsis? Ashley, don't do it, Ashley. Stop it right there. I know you're a man. So Olivia comes to Layla stressing about her interview coming up with Mama Grace. I'm gonna take Mama Grace here being mentioned in this moment by Liv Girl, because she's gonna be out here helping somebody other than Spence. I told y'all, it seemed like they was only popping this lady up when Spence was stressing, Spence was going through something. And yeah, that's her son, but this can't be the only reason. At this point, we 6 seasons in. She done built relationships with other people. We gotta see her out here doing other stuff. It's either Spence, Carter, Lil Dale. That's it for this lady. No, she needs more. So the fact that she could be able to help Liv, hopefully, with some information regarding Billy's life, that's great. I'm for it. Oh, wait, because I also like how they had Layla questioning about her interview with Mama Grace and how Mama Laura felt about it, because, you know, it was something going on there. They had a little affair back in the day. It ain't even little. Mama Laura's pretty much okay with it because it's a book on Billy's life, so everything that comes with his life is pretty much going to be included in this book. Then we get her with Mama Grace, y'all, right? They going through photos and everything. Before it cuts out for me, Denise walks in. I said, oh, I like Denise. I don't know where this lady been at. And then when I saw her, I realized how much I missed her. Denise is around. I be liking Mama Grace more. She be bringing out the fun side of Mama Grace. Let loose Mama Grace. So Denise pops up in there. She got toenail clippings. Denise has her own box of Billy. She got the deep cut to Billy that no one else got. It cuts out. I don't see them again until I see my girl Liv Girl looking all awkward, getting up and dipping out. Mama Grace and Denise just looking at her like, yo, what was that just now? Everybody looking confused. I was looking confused too, but I was the only one that didn't know what was going on. So then she get up out of there. Couldn't find out. She tells me later. Liv Girl told me. She comes back to Layla Girl, y'all. Back to her bestie, Miss Westie, Layla. And she's telling her how she basically called her out for the affair. And I said, not the making me miss this. Not me missing her being called out for having an affair with Billy by the daughter. Disrespectful. I was so butthurt that I could not be at that table with them. We have her open it up to Layla Girl more because she's stressing about it. Like, oh, I shaded her. I was like, as you should have. Good on you, Liv Girl. Because it's been how long? Have you dealt with it? No, she has not. And Layla Girl telling her that. Also at the same time that she's opening up about the conversation you just had with Mama Grace, Layla is now opening up to Liv Girl about her mom. Something so personal to both of them. And for it to just be natural and just see it progressing more to them sharing these moments with each other. Layla Girl tells her about her mom, and you know, it's okay for you to feel this way because it's unprocessed feelings, things that are still coming up, especially because you're digging into your dad's life. And at the end of the day, you're gonna have to keep digging as long as you want the truth, because if you keep putting it off, it's just something that's gonna be eating at you. So she makes her way back to Mama Grace. It's so awkward, y'all. I'm like, dag, imagine if I would have been at that table originally, but I'm here now. Starts apologizing to Mama Grace. I'm so sorry. I don't know what that was, what came over me, blah, blah, blah. Mama Grace, bruh, the fact that she was like, it's okay. No, I understand. I've had more time to process it. She done had time. The shock done wore off. She was preparing herself for Liv Girl's return. She said, I know this is not the end. This girl is coming back to this house. The girl like, you said it's cool? We're gonna jump right back in. As much as I don't be liking Mama Grace, I like that in this moment she was open to having this conversation with Liv. You're willing to answer her questions. You let her back in here. You know that just as much as anyone else who Billy encountered in his life may be struggling with his death, you know that she, as his daughter, is really struggling, and that this is something she never had answers to. Her writing this book isn't easy for her, so to make sure she has all these answers to questions she's had now for years, because they were blindsided by this information of the affair when it happened and when it all came out. So for you to just be open to having this discussion with her, hearing your side of things, I'm gonna give her props for that. She takes it back to their affair, and if they were in love with each other, I said, damn, Liv Girl coming in hard, y'all. She said, I want all the information. I gotta make this book as thorough as possible. You tell me you love my daddy. Were y'all in love? And then Mama Grace just took it back to when they were in school. I appreciate that. You give my girl the info she needs. I like this version of Liv. Not saying I don't like the old versions of Liv. I just like this new version here because she's progressively getting better, where she is so confident. And she's always had confidence. But this right here, speaking out more and telling her feelings and getting the answers to things that she wants the answers to, you know, and actually following through with things. Yeah, you ran out of there the first time, but you made your way back. You went and spoke to someone, which I don't think she would have been as open to doing before, where you were able to just express what stressed you out, what you were feeling, what you should do next, and then made your way back there to finish this conversation, this grown-up conversation, to get the answers that you needed for yourself. My girl, I love you. I love you. Mama Grace now, back to her. The way Spence was looking when Mama Grace told him that Liv Girl called her out, I was like, is he about to be tight a little bit because his woman done called out his mama? Don't be, because she deserved it, Spence. But nah, he was alright with it because Mama Grace is like, oh, it's fine. It wasn't disrespectful or anything. And we found out that she never fully processed Billy's death. And then I was thinking about it and I was like, dag, lady, we didn't see that. We really didn't see that, because when they be giving this lady to us, it's always about Spence. I felt kind of bad for her, y'all. I did. It broke my heart a little bit. Also because your son, who was very connected to Billy, so he's been grieving this whole time. Now it's been some time, but at the time of Billy's death, he was going through that whole grieving process and really struggling with his death. So you had to make yourself be strong for him. Mama Grace, I was not giving you much grace, and for that I'm so sorry, lady, because we never got to see her fully process his death, how his death really affected her, and now we're seeing it. And when I tell you it hit me, I said, oh my goodness, can we just stop with the tears, because everybody be going through stuff and it be making me so sad. Now Spence, they was playing you, my guy. The fact that it's been how long, even in practices, y'all not passing to this man, and he is on it. He's just like, yo, what's happening out here? Jor, my guy, you have all the excuses in the book, but none of them are making sense at this point in time. Y'all done played that game. Y'all done won that game. He done made his announcement. I don't agree with it, but he made his announcement. So now, it's been how long? Why are we still doing these same things? You can switch things up and include him. And if you're a real coach, Mac, I said, dad, none of these adults is making it easy to like them. The only one right now is Mama Laura. So you still have them to this day not passing to this man. It's crazy. Kenny, I still don't like him. Kenny over here just trying to switch up a little bit because now Kenny is being affected. Kenny, they done sat here and bumped my man Mac up. They done moved Mac up. So now Kenny like, yo, my job is on the line here. Sit and wait your time. Just sit and wait your time. It's gonna be all right. Shady. I don't know what their time frame is, but it's been a minute now, and we're in practice at that. Why aren't you practicing with this man? Why aren't you switching up plays? Because you had time now to process things, to think about things. Everything that's leading up to him going into the draft is being affected by you not using him at all. And the fact that he now has these agents. So at the same time, has Spence looking into these agents. That whole scene with him and Coop, one of the best scenes from the whole episode. Go on to Crenshaw because Preach wants him to talk to this kid who's struggling over there. It's kind of like a little mini Spence, me back in the day. Invites the dude to come to his practice so he can just see things. Wait, because the only thing that annoyed me about Spencer is this man talking about him. We know you. We know you, Spence. You don't need to be yelling at us like this. Kenny, because Kenny mad salty. Kenny only caring about himself because he know his job is on the line. Now he start getting on Spence, talking about we a team. Where was that team before? I cannot stand him, yo. All he cares about is himself. Maybe that's what it is. It's because, yeah, you had a relationship with his daddy back in the day, but I don't even think that's truly what it is. I think you saw the kind of player Spencer is, and that he could be very successful, and that's why you put your claws in him, so you can have that path to success as well. This is a player I helped take all the way. You did it for yourself. Kenny ends up getting tight with Spence. Spence is tight with everybody because nobody seems to be on his side on this field. Liv girl, she ain't on the field. His mama, she ain't on the field. Nobody on this field is on his side. He get out of there because people just acting all kinds of crazy around him, making him think he going crazy. You ain't going to do that. Y'all ain't passing to me. And I know that's what you're doing. And you trying to make me look bad out here, especially when I got these agents out here looking for me, especially when I'm about to be going into the draft, when I got to be on my A game. Stop. You can tell Mac is not trying to play Spence. You can, play him on the field, y'all. He playing him, though. Fast forward, though, to when the assistant of the agent comes to see him at his mama house, right? And thanks to Coop. Oh, side note, too, because Coop ain't really have much going on. So we just have her here supporting Spence this week. Coop, I don't know why she trying to come back in my heart like this, but she been trying since episode 1 when she was rapping. And slowly but surely, she building it back up because she was funny this episode. She was mad supportive. And she done sent this dude to her bestie house because he was checking for her. And she felt the energy coming off this man. She felt that this was going to be something good for her best friend. He apologizing for his boss. I'm so sorry, especially with everything that happened today. Spencer's trying to apologize for how he was on the field. The guy's just reassuring him the whole time. And Spence is really good with judging character. So the fact that he, from that whole conversation with this man, took away that your boss isn't who I'm supposed to be with, it's you. And I feel like he likes people who pour into him, people who want to be there for him, which is understandable because he ain't never had that in the past until Billy came along, His mama don't count. She had to be there, y'all. She had to be there. But to have these people who want to be in your life, who want to be present, and who want to see you be successful. So for him, that was this guy here. I don't know what that assistant's name was. If they show you more, guy, I'll be sure to learn it. But to have this person who your boss is the one that's here. You're here trying to make these claims for him and plead his case and, show the support you still have for me. This is all you. I can tell it's all you. And you're who I want to work with. And the pride on his mama's face, y'all. The way Mama Grace was sitting behind him because I didn't have my breakdown. You was there for me, son. So to see this moment with you and you be successful and to know that something is still coming out of your relationship with Billy, even though Billy not here no more. Oh my gosh, my baby boy he's going places in this world. That was him, y'all. And I loved every second of it. Mac just seems salty of Spencer, of his success, and he wants to have a person that's going to be his route of pushing them all the way to success. And that's why he has his eyes and claws in Jordan. You're going to stop using my man like this. Jordan, you need to speak up because what is happening? This is your bro. This is your best friend. My man's is getting spotlight now. He likes the spotlight. He doesn't always have the spotlight, especially kind of being in Spence's shadow a lot of the time. I went with the plays earlier with Spence because he wasn't playing with him. He was just like, nah, you ain't getting the ball. I ain't giving it to you. He knew he was in the wrong because he comes to his woman, right? She looks so nice in that outfit. The outfit is so cute. The girls, they've been keeping up with the hair this season. Hold on, cause Paige was, I didn't like one of them styles Paige had recently. But other than that, they've been keeping up with the hair. She knew the stats, y'all. My fiance's stats. She got so much going on. A full-on businesswoman, and she is still keeping up with her man. She said, no, boo, you are very successful right now. I know because I've seen. So he comes to her. He's just the pressure of what he now has coming his way of being in the spotlight a little bit. Just a little bit. Performing as he's performing and keeping it up. And about Spencer because of his relationship and how it's strained a little bit. The fact that he even knows that his relationship with Spencer is strained at this point in time and how he's going to make things right with Spencer. This is how you know, y'all, that Layla's main focus is her man. Because she knew his stats. But at the same time was like, oh, but Spencer don't make his catches. I said, no. If you are not her man, she does not care about anything else going on that field. She has no cares because Layla girl, Spencer can't make no catches because no one's throwing to him. This is why your man is stressed. Why he's like, oh, my relationship with Spencer, I don't know what I'm gonna do. He passes him, Layla. It's not like Spencer's not catching the ball just because it's slipping through his fingers or he's missing. No, it's not coming nowhere near him. They do not plan on throwing to this man, and that's the problem. You over here stressing about the Spence situation, and that's just gonna keep building up until they reach a breaking point, and they're gonna have to sit on another curb and talk through it or something. You have to figure this out because it's only gonna be so much more that Spence can take. We done seen him. He about to blow because the fact that he has this much on the line, he done made this announcement, so all eyes are about to be on him even more so now. So to sit here and have this stuff on him, but he ain't getting the ball ain't on him. You can't be out here not passing him the ball and messing with this man's future like this, and that's why he about to flip. But on Jordala, y'all, so we have him talking to his woman about the spin situation, about football and everything. Then at the same time about the wedding, because if we remember backwards, when she was with Liv Girl, and my girl had all them texts coming in. And before, she used to just be opening up the text from drawer all the time, just opening it right nice and quick. And y'all, I said, no, something is really wrong, because the fact that all them unread messages from him is up there, Jordan. I don't know why his name in her phone is still Jordan and not like Boo, Honey, or like, I don't like those names. But like some term of endearment, we need to switch that up because it just says Jordan. Fix that, please. He comes to her and he brings it up, the wedding stuff. This is where in my head I was like, oh wait, hold on, because he completely leave the wedding stuff alone. He starts talking about football, talking about Spence, and she's the one who circles it back around to wedding planners and bringing somebody to the lounge so they can meet with them, just because she sees her man struggling and she wants to try to help him in some way, get his mind off of what he's stressing about. I said, hold up, because y'all know she's not about this stuff. Y'all know she ain't trying to have no parts right now in the wedding planning. So for her to be the one to bring it back up when it done went off his radar, I was questioning things. So then we fast forward. Y'all, we moved. We got to the lounge, right? We were there with Ryan. First, we were there with Layla girl. She all stressing out on the phone because somebody ain't do something right and she getting on them. Until she's in business mode and that she also has something going on. That's a deeper issue here, which is why she's lashing out like this. Hangs up, right? She's sitting here like... Ryan walks in. I'm like, here we go, because this man doesn't know how to just be a silent partner. You're here from morning, noon, and night, sir. You have no life? Ugh, come dance with me. Convinces this girl to dance with him after he was pushing. The first time you asked and she was like, no, you should just walked away. Dancing it up, my man walks in because he had to meet her there. And I was like, it don't look like no wedding plan is here. The whole time, I'm like, ain't nothing going on. That conversation she was just having ain't have nothing to do with that wedding planner, yo. So I know this ain't about to go well. Ain't no books laid out, no snacks laid out, no drinks, nothing. I forgot why she had this man come here. She probably thought he was just coming to give her a good kiss goodnight. He looks. Ryan's like, oh, I'm gonna leave out now. Bye, Ryan. We don't need you. She wrapping her arms around him, hugging on her man, so happy to see him, because in her mind, there's no wedding planner there. There's no you telling him to meet you here for a wedding planner. She done forgot it all. So she is just happy to see her man. And then he's looking, he's like, oh, the wedding planner? No, it's not about to go well. This ain't about to go well. Layla girl gets her excuse, right? Valid excuse, I'll give it to her, because we've been seeing since the beginning of the season her making her businesses her top priority for the most part. It's not this wedding. So when she first suggested it to him that they meet at the lounge later for them to meet with the wedding planner, I was like, that's not about to happen. Since then, she had the convo with Liv that was happening about her mom and stuff, but then also made her way back to work. That was more than enough time for this girl to forget that she done told this man to meet her for this wedding planner. So she goes on telling him that she has all this on her plate. Jor's looking at her because you were just dancing it up with Ryan, so you didn't seem too busy for Ryan. And she's like, don't do that, boo. Please don't do that, because I am busy. I have a lot on my mind and stuff that I'm going through. This is what she's going through in her head. This is what she's saying in her head for the most part. And he not buying it. He's just stressed because she done forgot this important thing that they were supposed to do together. But yet he walk in and you're dancing with somebody else. So how busy are you really if you could take the time to go do that, but you can't take the time to focus on what it is we should be focusing on, like our wedding. And like she told him earlier too, like the wedding is far out, but still you're the one who suggested we meet here today because you wanted to do it, it seemed, and because it was something that I'm into. So it was you now showing interest in that same interest because it's something for the both of us, you know? She says she has a lot going on, but she's making it about business and basically being stressed out, but you're not telling him the deeper issue, which is why I was so irritated when my guy goes and leaves, right? He walked away from her. He ain't giving no kiss goodbye, no hug goodbye, leaves out. And Ryan gets the info. Ryan gets the details on what it is she's really going through right now. And you know what else just has me looking sideways at this whole thing between Jordala is the fact that season 4, he was so invested, still is, but not the same way, y'all. Then he was so invested in getting to the bottom of things, of how she's feeling, what she's going through, making sure she has all the tools to open up the way she needs to him, so that way she can deal with her issues. That was Jor. So now this season here, to see kind of a hit to their communication, and I think for me, it's him not questioning the deeper issues here. They don't have him questioning why she's acting this way or why she doesn't want to move in, why she doesn't want to go over wedding venues, wedding planners, or anything. It's him just pushing those issues, like, oh, here, I sent you this stuff about wedding planners, I sent you stuff about wedding venues, everything having to do with the wedding instead of having to do with her as a person and what she's feeling, which does not add up. It don't add up, y'all. Because before, he'd really be questioning why she's acting a certain way, why she looks a certain way, or, you know, just the feeling that he's getting from her. So then we have her now with Ryan. Ryan comes up and he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. No, he's not. Get out of my face. Get out of her face. It was up to him about the tension that's been building in their relationship this whole time, dealing with the wedding planning and everything, but that she's been on antidepressants. And I'm like, does Jor know that? I don't feel like he knows, y'all. But it's Ryan talking about, oh yeah, my sister went through the same thing, and you know, sometimes you might just have to cut back. Who is this man to be giving some medical advice? Ryan has to go. He is going to make things worse. And I'm so mad that they had her open up to him and share this information with him. You've known this man for how long? We know it was less than a year. You just willingly give this information? I'm like, you know what? She's tired. Especially because of the encounter she just had with her fiance. And she tells Ryan how this is basically a day a girl dreams about, which I was like, yo, this is a wedding. Layla had been dreaming about her wedding, so she don't want no parts, and how it comes with her antidepressants because it keeps her from being too high or too low, so she's right in the middle with it. It's this man over here suggesting she cut back, though. You know nothing about this girl's life. You don't know what her past is, why she's even on them. The fact that he didn't even ask her why she's on them in the first place, that right there should tell you, don't listen to a thing this man says, but we all know she gonna listen. She gonna do it. You don't know where her depression stems from. And to sit here and just automatically try to compare it to your sister, saying how the formula is forever changing. How do you know the formula? What? So you can't be sitting here advising this girl to cut back on her meds just because she's telling you, like, oh, I'm not all the way there and present in my relationship right now because of my meds. Therapy, is there therapy somewhere in the mix too? Because she needs to talk to somebody more, it seems like. And Ryan is not the person. We need to just cut him out of this altogether because he's not helping us in this situation. But does Jordan knows so much about her and knows about the depression and everything, but does he know that she's over here, has been taking antidepressants? I feel like he doesn't, because if he would know, then I think that would play more into him questioning why she's been acting the way she's been acting since the engagement, pretty much. And I think that's what triggered it for her too, is to have this big jump happen in your relationship from just being boyfriend and girlfriend to now you're engaged to be someone's wife. It's gonna have her cutting back on her meds now. In that convo with Ryan, we already know it's already in her mind. He done set that seed and it's about to grow. Do not put me nowhere near, because she's not going to go completely back there, but do not put me nowhere near season 2 Layla. I do not need this girl just going off the rails. She's going to be cutting back, as he then suggested, until someone catches on and she reaches a breaking point where we find out, well, we already know, but like everyone else finds out, yeah, I done did it. I went down to like 1 pill a week, 1 pill every 2 weeks, and it is going to strain her and Jor and really test them in this time to see her now slowly. Oh my gosh, imagine it affecting to her business and her work in the lounge. Honestly, that's what Ryan get, because you should have never suggested it. So, this is like the real start of where it's going with her and Jor. Now that we have this new information, and to see where they go from here. Well, they coming out together, y'all, but to like see all the trials and tribulations that's going to be happening to them along the way. I'm still sticking with my 7 or 8. Episode 7 or 8 is like going to be the head of them reaching the head and us now hitting that full breaking point and transitioning to building back up the relationship between the two of them. Oh, please, thank you, AA. Side note, because Mac, not you, not only trying to comfort Spence, do not comfort Jordala too. I had that conversation with him about meeting up or whatever, and Joe was like, nah, I can't. I gotta go meet my woman, my baby girl, because we're about to go meet with some wedding planners. This man talking about some marriage as a junior. Sir, listen to him. And even if they wanted to get married right now, they can't, because them combined, I'm pretty sure they have more money than you do. Back to my man Jor, it's like, oh, we're waiting until we get married, but right now they're looking, they're doing the prep work for it. And to further have my man stressing out later on like he was, because he get there and the wedding planner not even there. Jor, he is hurt. He is so hurt. Pressure on the field and strain in his relationship. My man is going through it. Oh, hold on, because I got... The pinkies are back. The pinkies are back. Olivia love them. I love them. The work they did on their relationship, communication, they even said it. We're openly communicating now. Yes, y'all are. Yes, you both are. Love it for you. They care about what's going on with the other and their futures, where they're going together. As we said, we see them at the end back at the beach house. Livden had her day, Spencer had his day. Both their days were stressful. You know, Liv calling out Mama Grace, Spence getting shaded on the field, and now they get to just be happy and just relax in each other's company and share everything about what they done went through. I just love this communication. That's the best part of it for me, is that they done recognized it too, that they're openly communicating. But we get to see them want to see the other successful, want to see the other thrive, and see their relationship thrive, making sure we just lay everything on the table, whatever we're feeling, whether it's good or bad. We don't hold nothing in, and as the other person, whether you're struggling or not as well, you're just there to listen and accept it all. They have grown so much. The breakup, it needed to happen, but I'm so grateful for that breakup because of where they're at right now, how things have changed so much for the better in their relationship is amazing, because it feels like even when they're going through these hard times of him not being played how he wants to be played, her and the whole Mama Grace situation, her with the Joy situation, but then you get these scenes with them together, and it's like we can always make things right for each other when we're together, no matter what it is we went through when we were apart. And I'm just like, 13 episodes, y'all need to, I want everything. You're doing great so far. Honestly, I'm excited to see how Jordala plays out, because not everything is rainbows, not everything is all nice and sunshine, you know. So to see them go through these struggles, because I got my season 4 that was just like, oh, the build up, and then I got my season 5 that was in love, and we're just building on this relationship and focused on each other. And now we're seeing that they have their struggles, and as they go through things individually, but also they have their struggles as a couple, you know, and just working through those kinks and everything. That was everything for this week, y'all, and I'm gonna see you all next week. Peace.